I chose to plant tulip bulbs in crates in January 2024 because I did not have the space in the fall to put them in the ground. It was a very successful experiment and they all bloomed. By doing it this way, I was also able to determine the timing of the blooms and the perfect time to harvest them for bouquets. Being busy this past fall, I missed the window to get them into the ground. In January, I will be putting them in crates again. Yesterday it was minus 16 degrees Celsius and today is 5 degrees Celsius. I'm taking the opportunity of this warm weather to get the bulbs into the crates. Some things have melted, but my soil bags are still frozen. I don't know if I can get a second bag. I broke up the frozen soil as best as I could, and I mixed it with some perlite to give it some structure for drainage and water retention. I layered the bottom of the crate with fallen leaves to prevent the soil from falling through the holes. If you do not have leaves, you can use craft paper, layering the bottom and coming up the side if you wish. I'm going to put at least 3 inches of soil above the leaves, and that should be enough for root growth. After that, I will place the bulbs on top. I cover the bulbs with at least 4 to 6 inches of soil. It just depends on how tall the crate is. Usually, once you finish the crates, you would give it a good watering, but I live in a region where in the fall and winter we get a lot of rain, so I don't bother. I was not able to get everything done yesterday because the soil was frozen, so I brought the soil inside the house to warm up for the second day. So it should make mixing with perlite a lot easier as the soil is no longer frozen. I have been specifically using this brand of soil for the last few years for all my potting and planting because it has the right mix of peat and compost and it doesn't compact and it doesn't repel water like some soil that is mixed based with peat, and adding perlite just gives it a little bit more texture and flow. These tulip bulbs are from January 2024. The larger ones have already gone into a permanent bed in the ground. These ones are smaller and won't produce flowers, so I'm going to grow them out in the crates to get bigger bulbs for next year to have flowers for 2027. I purchased 4 varieties of daffodils to try out just from a retail store, so they were over $1 a bulb. And I'll see how well they grow, and then maybe next year I'll order more of them and put them in the ground permanently. In the third crate, I am putting the remainder of the bulbs from 2024. They are very tiny bulbets that came off of the mother bulbs. I will plant them and grow them to size, and maybe in a couple of years they will be a good size to produce flowers, and they will go into a permanent bed to perennialize. I purchased these two bulbs from the dollar store just last week. It is out of season. Maybe it's for people who are going to be putting them in pots and winterizing them that way. But I'm going to try them out and see how well they do. I am done planting. The bulbs in the crates will have at least 10 to 12 weeks of chill time before the leaves start emerging in early spring. I may take one of the crates inside early to try and force them to flower for Mother's Day. I look forward to watching the bulbs bloom in May.